In this course, I'm going to talk about how to access, modify, and format strings in Python. Jump right in and create a string variable. String consists of characters, and you can access each of them with indexing the string. The index itself goes within a square bracket, and counting starts from 0. To access the first character of the name variable, you need to type name, square bracket, and the index itself for the first character, which is 0. Let's print this out. And this is the first character of the name variable, first character of the string itself. Second char is at index 1. It should be D. Third char is at index 2, and so on. Python allows negative indexing, -1, which means the last character. -2, the second last character, and so on. Based on what we just learned, I represent indexing on a string. So the index itself is Adam. First character is at index 0, second one is 1, third one is 2, and so on. And negative indexing, first character is -4, -3, -2, and the last character is -1. So this is the indexing of a string. With Python, you can also access range of characters. By using a colon, you can take a piece of the string. It's called substring in general and slicing in Python. Let's say I'd like to access the entire string with a range of characters with slicing. In this case, we can use the first character, index 0, and the last character, index 4. And we use the square bracket again. So this is slicing, but in this case, we will see the entire string. If there is no start index, it means the first character. I can change it to 1. It means the second character and the third character. Okay, so I will change this back to 0, entire string. If there is no end index, it means the last character. Change this to 3 and 2. And this is slicing. Negative indexing works here as well. Strings are immutable, means that you can't change it once it's assigned. If I try to change this first character to lowercase a, you can see it is immediately underlined, this red line. So name does not support item assignment, but let's run it. You can see we just got a type error. If you want to change the string, you can do a reassignment to the same variable name. So name equals Adam. Or you can use the replace function. I'm going to talk about that in the functions section. In this section, we are going to take a look at several very handy string functions. First one is len. Len returns the length of the string, the number of characters which are in the string itself. It needs the string itself. So let's print the length of the message string, and it should be 12. Yes, okay. Our next one is the in keyword, so it's really not a function. In case you need to check a specific substring or character in another string, you can use the in keyword. If I'd like to check letter O, for example, whether it is in my string or not, O in message variable, it will return with a boolean, so true or false, and O is in my string, so it is true. For example, letter X is not in my string, so it's false. And there is a nothing keyword for the opposite behavior. So in this case, x returns true. Next one is find. So find returns the index of first occurrence of the substring if it's found. If it's not found, it returns -1. And this function, which is really a method, so we need the dot sign. We will going to talk about this one later. So these are the methods or functions which a string has. And in this case, we need the find function. And the argument is the string which we are going to looking for. We'd like to find, for example, letter E. And this one is returns with an index. This is the 0 index, index 1, index 2. So E is at index 1. Next one is L, so it should be index 2. If the string is not found, it should return with -1. Okay, so next one is lower. Lower returns the string in lowercase characters. Again, we need the dot syntax for this one, lower, and this is a method or a function, lowercase characters. The opposite is the upper, returns the string uppercased. The last one is the replace function. It replaces a string with another string. First argument is the string which I'd like to replace. In this case, I'd like to replace the hello substring with substring hi. A very important thing here is that these methods don't really modify the existing string variable, rather create a brand new string as return value. To prove that, I will print the message variable here, and it should be this original value. So message variable is not modified. With concatenation, you can join two or more strings into a single one. For this purpose, you need to use the plus sign operator. What we have here is two variables, product name and price, and we have sale message. Espresso is only $2. So I'd like to create this string, this message, from these variables, so with using these variables. And to do that, I need the concatenation. So I will reassign the on sale. We start with the product name plus sign concatenation is only. Let's see whether this works. Plus, we have the product price, but this is an integer and Python is a strong type, so you can't really add a string and a number, but I will try this just to see. Yeah, we got a type error, so we need to cast this number to a string with typecasting. So the str function is only 2. Okay, we only need the and string, which is dollars, so we have espresso is only $2. You can also do this as a more readable code to put these substrings really into new lines. For this purpose, I can break these lines, but Python adds a warning, an error here, so an unexpected indent. And to solve this issue, we can use the backslash for each line ending. In this case, it works pretty well as well. As I mentioned, Python is a strong type language. You can't combine strings and numbers together. You can use typecasting, but you have another, more convenient option as well. The format function. It replaces the placeholders with the arguments you passed. So what is a placeholder? We need to change this substring and this substring. We need to do this dynamically and use these variables. So placeholder look like this, curly brackets. You can pass as many arguments as you'd like to the format function. You can use as many placeholders as you want. So now we have two placeholders, and the format function font_style.format, and you can pass the arguments. First argument is the product name, and second one is product price. And with this line, you can format a string. Again, this doesn't modify the original variable, it returns a new string. So espresso is only $2. If I change this to 3, it is 3. Format function has another way of working, which is the indexed placeholders. You can put index here in the placeholder. This is index 0, index starts from 0 again, index 1. With this format function, you can even change the order of the placeholders. Product price goes here, and product name goes here. And that is how format function works. Escaping is for inserting invalid characters into a string. But what is an invalid character? If you use double quotes in your string and you put another double quotes into your string, in this case, this string is invalid. You can't really add double quotes inside double quotes. In this case, you need to escape those chars. Backslash is the escape char, followed by the character you would like to insert. So I like to escape these two double quotes, so I put backslashes here and here. And now this should run. This is a valid string. If you want to put a new line into your string, you can do it with escaping. You can do this as many times as you want. You can repeat new lines. So I put 2 new lines. And in this case, my output looks like this. That's all for now. I hope I will see you in the next lesson.